Hello everybody and welcome back to Vintage Survival. So we have gone down a bit, so the bank account is not quite as high as it was, and it's raining, so things are looking a little gloomy in both ways, but the good news is there is sunshine on the horizon, and it's going to be sunny in the next couple of hours hopefully. In fact, there is blue sky over there right now, so yeah, it's not all bad. Anyway, I was just topping up the orchard with some water because it is June. This is obviously the time of year when we can be producing fruit, but in the wintertime we're not going to be doing that, as I explained in the previous episode. So what we need to do is get the John Deere, and we need to transport these apples across to here. I think we're probably going to have quite a mega payment in just a second. I never actually noticed that we have lights in here. That's nice. That is really nice. I don't know why I've never noticed. I guess I've never felt the need to have enlightenment in there. Anyway, yes, let's make a load of money. I love how this tractor can pretty much turn on the spot. Or can it? Maybe it can. Obviously not with the trailer attached. Maybe I'll give it a go. Do some donuts in a second. But yes, we do need to have some pretty significant money because I really want to get started with the cows. It's been a long time since we started the series and we still don't have any cows at all. And yeah, it's just going to enable us to hopefully start buying some bigger fields pretty soon as well, getting this decent income from the orchard. So yeah, we are going to stick with this idea, just not producing and selling in the winter, which I think is fair enough. That's pretty realistic. And yeah, we're not actually using super strength to pick these up. These are light enough to pick up by hand, which again does save quite a bit of time, and we don't need to keep using the front loader on the Massey Ferguson. There's probably going to be quite a few because we have rested. The previous episode was in May. There we go. What else do we have? Oh, okay, that's it. That's it for now. There will be more. It's probably because it ran out of water. I've only just refilled it. So this is probably still £15,000 or so. It is really good money. But at the same time, it is needed because there's so many things we want to do. We want to get another storage shed as well. There just isn't enough space to cram everything into the shed down here. Let's see that money. I'm going with 15. Oh, look at me being greedy again. Well, I just wanted to try and do some donuts. There's a car coming, better let the car go. Sorry, cars. There are several. Well, it's two. Still, yes, we'll take the trailer off once I've reversed it back in. Or actually, what we could do is take it back to the orchard. That would make much more sense. And this is really just so I can try and do a donut with a tractor. Oh dear. We're free. So yeah, June, it's not really harvest time yet. Although there might be some farmers who have got some very early crops, although it is quite damp. But it is supposed to be a nice afternoon. Although we can actually get away with calling it the second half of the month, as it's only 1 day per month. Oh, crikey. Yes, I need to get used to the width of this rear axle. It seems really wide. Okay, anyway. Turn on the spot, yes or no? Can it turn on the spot? Not quite, no. The left-hand side wheel is still going round in a circle, rather than just skidding on the spot. But very impressive nonetheless. Look at that. Very impressive. I'm getting dizzy. I think we should probably stop. I certainly have left my mark. It's like a giant eyeball. The things you see on my videos. Crikey. Okay, well, we'll have a look at the contracts. We're not going to harvest in the rain, even if there is a harvesting job. We'll just turn everything off except for harvesting. There is. We have got one chap here who is ready to harvest, amazingly. Field number 1. I guess that makes sense. He is the first. But we're not going to do it unless we can do it. And it looks like, looking at the value of that contract, we're not going to be able to do it. 7,478. It must be a big field. Yep, that's big. It's not impossible, but without a combine it's just not worth it. We might as well do it when we get a bigger combine. So yes, let's just wait for this rain to stop. Beautiful. You wouldn't know it was the same day. There we go. Just a few hours later and there's not a cloud in the sky. So yes, now we can refresh this contract list and see if there is anything else. No, nothing else in harvesting, so it looks like we're not harvesting today. Don't know how long we're going to spend in June. There really isn't that much for me to do. So we actually could look into getting cows very soon. But we'd have to buy a field which can have grass or something put into it, or already has grass in it. There are some nearby, which we can afford. 14, for example. Let's go and have a look at it. Let's run up here. It is only small, so it's not going to generate much. And we'll be going in the pit as well for fermentation. But it is ready to go. It really wouldn't make that much silage. What else? What are the other possibilities? We've got quite a few over here, but it looks like with most of them we're buying trees as well, which is good if we're selling the trees, but if we're not, then yes, that is unnecessary money. That's the good thing about 14, you are actually only paying for the grass which you can cut. So yeah, I think we probably should aim for that. There's also for number 12, which is quite good. That's very, very close to our farm. We'll go and check out number 12. If it is really good, then what we could do is do a contract for somebody, get a load of money in, and then buy it. Ideally do the contract for the person who owns it so we get a discount. That is the beauty of the Better Contracts mod. Yeah, it was over the road, wasn't it? Yeah, it's actually over the road. It's a nice little field. Doesn't seem that much bigger. Again, we are paying for some trees. This is a tree called shagbark hickory. I don't know what that's like for selling as timber. Maybe it's not worth much at all. Ah, also a rock. Not much we can do with that. And before anybody says you can get the object hider, no. It's a map feature. We were not going to be deleting that. Okay, no, I'm going to go for 14. I'm just going to buy it. I think it's a good enough field to go for. Unless there's a contract nearby for Adam. Let's just see. Get another 5% off. So I do fertilising ideally. I would probably do spraying as well. Adam, you there anywhere? There you are, Adam. You own 44. Would you like your field spraying with herbicide? Yes, you would. Okay, right. Let's check out 44. Hopefully it's not too far away. I do this all the time. I look for a field and I'm actually looking straight at it. There it is. Okay. Let's go and do it. I might be biting off more than I can chew here. Hopefully not. But we'll give it a go. We have herbicide, so we don't need to spend any more money. And that is obviously one of the big positives about this. Who would put the cultivator directly in front of the sprayer? Oh wait, that was me. Yes, again, just backing up my idea of needing more storage. Although I could have prevented this. That was just careless. Now I've crashed into my plough. It's even more careless. Okay, we'll try again. If I had the front loader on, I could take the IBC with us, which is probably a very wise idea. The reason why I don't have the front loader on is because on this tractor you can't seemingly have the front 3-point linkage at the same time as the front loader. We do need the front loader now, so that's kind of annoying. Yes, that is actually very annoying. We need, I know what we need. We need one of those front, well, anything, front or rear, pallet forks, which goes on the 3-point linkage. I'll go and check one out actually. I think we might be able to afford one of them. They're only cheap. Just found this one, which looks superb. It is £300, well 400 if we go for a custom colour. So we won't go for a custom colour, we'll just buy that at £300, because that does seem to be a good deal. Okay, we'll go and pick up from the store. We're obviously going to have to come back here again, but it is just for those occasions where we want to have the 3-point linkage but not the front loader, or vice versa. Also acts as a good front weight, but we don't really need it for this sprayer. We would do for a bigger one. Oh yes, very nice. Yep, that actually could be really handy for all the contracts that we do. We can angle it as well, which is wonderful. Basically like a hydraulic top link, even though that is not a hydraulic top link, I don't think. But I'm pleased that it still works like that. The only thing you can't do, I think, is to adjust the tine width, but it is set as a standard pallet, so that's fine. Yeah, that's not a hydraulic top link. But it just has that functionality, which I definitely do not object to. I probably shouldn't have picked up this one, should I? Doesn't seem that full. It probably was enough. Let's just see what this one's got. Yeah, this has got more. We'll just take more just in case, but I think it probably was enough. Okay, right, let's go. Let's head over there and we'll see exactly how big of a field it actually is, because they always look different in person. I think it's this one here. So yeah, it's not tiny, but it is very doable. We can do this with ease, and it's much easier than the fertilizer because we can clearly see where we've been as the weeds die off. And yeah, we don't have GPS in this tractor, so even if we were doing fertilizer, it would still be super difficult because we just can't set the GPS up. So yeah, we'll do this really quickly. We'll get hopefully another 5% off Adam's field, then we can buy 14, then we can cut it. In fact, we'll try and do everything with 14. We'll try and get it all into the pit, compacted, and we can start the fermentation. We should be getting that message any second now saying completed and we get another 5% off. There we go, so we get 10%. No point finishing the field because it does it for us. I think maybe we should get paid even more if you do finish it though. Okay, £2,048, there we go. And, as I said, 10% off for number 14. We can get 15 if we do another job, but I think that's good for now. £10,212. Let's get back over there. We've got the IBC back on the pallet fork, which I absolutely love. Instantly fallen in love with that mod. That's great. And yeah, see you back at the farm. We are going to remove that massive pile of bales because that is on our land and it's taking up a serious amount of space. I actually should get the map object hider installed. I don't have it installed currently. Okay. Oh wow, 2 more pallets of apples, lovely. So, yeah, we need to get the mower. Where? Oh, it's down there, isn't it? Let's go and get it. Here's another thing which I would love to upgrade sometime soon. It is big enough to get by, but yes, it would be very nice to have something a little bit larger. For field number 14, yes, it's perfectly adequate. I love how on this map so many of the crops have got different textures too. It just looks different. It's like a really fresh look. Okay, so there it is. It doesn't look like the densest crop ever, but maybe that is just it fully grown. If we go on to this page here, we should... Oh yeah, grass is obviously switched off as always. Crop type 2, there we go. Yeah, obviously it's down as ready to harvest. Yield bonus 98%, fertilizer 100%. Oh wow! So yeah, I think it's okay. Also, this mower does clash with the rear wheel of the tractor. It's just too small. The mower is too small. Oh dear. Yes, we will upgrade as soon as we can do. I don't think we own that brush, so that's good. Oh, look at this scrapyard back here. All looking very vintage. Is that my bath? I need that. It's my bathtub. Having a wash tonight. That is one tight field. But anyway, it is done. I have driven through my crop at some stage. Whoops. I don't know when, but I have done. So, time to windrow. Well, rake. I think actually that is just like a rake. And then loading wagon time. But this is not going to take very long at all. Nice fast silage. Okay. All of a sudden this tractor suddenly felt too big. Yeah, we'll be obviously targeting bigger fields in the future, that is the plan. But it just goes to show that's what we could afford. And that was after selling the apples, which I thought was a ridiculous price, but no, probably not. Because if we want to go for something which is actually big, a field which is actually big, it's going to be 100,000 to 200,000 pounds, and that's before you buy the equipment which is required to actually manage a piece of land that size. So, no, we're going to keep going with these apples. Right. You know what, I think in the next time lapse we're going to be able to windrow it, or rake it, and pick it all up, because it's just, it is a postage stamp, it's nothing. Yeah, very easy piece of land. But at least we'll have some silage fermenting. Oh crikey, I'm making a mess. I apologise, I'll try and make this a bit neater. We'll start going up and down the field in a second. Yeah, that is fast, and it looks like it's not actually going to fit amazingly. That's the benefit of having a fully fertilised field. And yeah, luckily it's also not far to go. 8,500. So it's probably about 9,000 in total. Which I guess, actually, when you convert that into silage, is quite good. If we only have a few cows. Don't think we need to worry too much about space in the pit. But I don't want to be too close to the ends. Otherwise it can spill out. Just flatten that a bit. Right, and we'll get the final bit. Is that it? No, there's a few bits. I'll try and get everything. Yeah, so it must be 9,008 in total. Roughly what I was thinking. It would be nice to find another collectible. Accidentally, of course, we can't just go looking for them. That is the rule. There we go, right, so we just need to keep driving backwards and forwards until it's 100% compacted. It's almost there already, actually. In fact, yes, that's just reverse out. Yeah, there's such a tiny amount in there. It's done! Hooray! Right. So now we are pretty much done, I think, for June. There is not much more to do. In July, obviously that's going to be busy. Harvest time. We might even have some of our own fields ready to harvest by then, I would say. So let's go and rest. It is 5:30, well, 5:40. And I don't know, it depends how much money we have, but we probably should be getting cows in the next 2 months, I would have thought. I would say so. Still got over £4,000, not bad, but look at these fields. All these are ready to harvest. So 16, 15 and 20, yeah, all of our fields are ready to go, and 174. So I guess the big question is, what do we go for first? What should we harvest? It'd be nice to do one today. Yes, well, I suppose it makes sense to do this one here, as it is right here. Our triticale. And of course we do not have any kind of storage system. So, annoyingly, we're going to have to sell directly off the field. Price for triticale is $8.55, I think the best one is, yeah. Does get up to 1,188, but yeah, this is the worst possible time. Not good, actually. Really not good at all. Well, most of our fields are triticale. I just did one of rye, didn't I? And I did, yeah, one of rye. So what's the price for rye? Are they the same price? Pretty much the same price. They're almost identical. Yep, so this was part of the reason actually why I did do mostly one crop. So what we could do is harvest the rye today, then harvest all the triticale. Well, obviously we have to sell the rye. Then harvest all the triticale, but then we can keep the triticale in the trailer until the best time. We can't afford, we don't have space to store 2 different crop types, but we can store one. So, in hindsight, yeah, it probably would have been better to do every single field as triticale. I was just trying to not be totally boring. So yeah, let's do rye. Do I fit through here? Oh no. I don't think it destroyed anything, that's good. Yeah, let's harvest the rye. Then we can do the triticale and store it. So we'll be selling something at least, but not much. Yeah, that's good. It's also quite a big field for this combine. As for the straw, yeah, of course that will be baled up. We do have a baler now. And it will be sold. Again, we don't need to rush though. We've got a flatbed trailer which we're using for the apples, so we could store them. We also have a front loader, and then sell them when the price is best. And the cows will require a bit of straw as well. So we're starting to progress. It's not quite what it used to be, where we had to just harvest food and instantly sell the crop and instantly sell the straw. We're starting to be able to store a bit, as much as we can do without a silo. So I'll go and get our brand new Massey Ferguson trailer when I get back to the road. And I think it would be the first time I've actually put a crop in it. I did buy it and then we never actually used it because we haven't had a harvest since buying it. Oh no, there's rain coming apparently. Let's check that forecast. It's not too much, just at 10 o'clock. There's a shower, but yeah, otherwise we're fine. Right, so we're 2/3 full. I'll just back up so we can get the trailer underneath. I hope it does fit. Might not fit. That would be typical. And we'll spin round. And we'll get that attached. But it is a wonderful trailer. It's going to be used as a store suppose if it doesn't all fit, we will have to sell something, but I'm hoping, as our fields aren't very big, that all 3 of our Triticale fields will fit into this one trailer. It does look good. Massey Ferguson on a Massey Ferguson trailer. It's just the tractor cab that doesn't fit. So there we go. Right, let's get the rest of the rye harvested, and then we'll head off to the sell points before the price gets any lower, if that's possible. And then at least we'll be ending this episode with some income, even if it's not the best. Well, that's the rye. Yep, that's the rye done. Now we just need to sell it, which is the most fun part. Finding out how much we've actually made from the field. Although, of course, we still have the straw price as well. Put a bit in the back. I know it's not all in there yet, but it still doesn't look very full. I think it's quite likely that all the Triticale will fit into the trailer, but we will see. There we go. So who is offering currently the best price for rye? 858. Yeah, that place seems good. But where is it? I'm looking way too low. It's next to the store, the dealership. So we got 5,581 litres. I wonder what that's going to equate to in money. Actually, not that good. Yeah, not that good at all. But at least everything off the field over there, this one here and the one up here, will be sold when the price couldn't be better. December or January, it will be good. Now, we might need the trailer for a contract. If that is the case, then I might just have to dump it in a pile and then reload it. I know it's a bit of a faff, but, well, I suppose the alternative would be to buy another trailer. Just for contracts. Which we could do. We could do that. And there's actually been some suggestions from people saying we could have some machinery at the store permanently, and we could just pay a small fee and we could borrow that for doing contracts with. I quite like the idea. Of course, it would be vintage machinery, not modern, but just larger vintage machinery. Okay, right, let's get this into here. And we'll see how much we've made. It's like £5,000, isn't it, roughly? Or a bit less, for something. Yeah, 4,790. It's alright. I don't know. I didn't really know what to expect at all, actually, so it's alright. Okay, well, we'll spin round. They've got a good load. Look at them. And we will get this taken back to the farm. I think we'll leave it there for today. Next time, actually we'll probably start with this field here. Oh no, we'll start with that field over there, but it might not even fill the combine, so we'll still put the trailer here. Thank you so much for watching, hopefully you enjoyed it, and until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.